Namaste, kings and queens. How are y'all doing? I am great. I am excited about my ancestor healing box. I today, just in one day, have sold 5, and I talked to the girls, the young ladies that I sold them to, and I explained to them what it was for, and I told them that they had all the access to me in the world that they needed to for me to provide them with insight on anything within the box, anything, any questions as far as how to use it and things of that nature. Then I realized I am a mother, I am a hairdresser, and I am a wife, and I cannot always provide an all access, all open for all question time all throughout the day. So I'm making this video specifically to discuss the contents within the box. First of all, I want to start off by saying that these are simply tools. They hold no power that you do not give them, okay? Meaning that unless you actually do the work, they won't work, okay? You have to want to heal. You have to want to be happy, or else the sage won't work. You have to want to be on the path of healing, or the path of the new beginning. You have to want to be open to new beginnings and healing for the white candle to work. Otherwise, you're just buying things for no reason. So these things have no power that you don't give them. They are tools used to assist you on your spiritual journey, okay? They do have meanings behind all of them. They represent something. So that's what I'm going to discuss with you guys tonight. So we can just get right off into it. I want you guys to know that I've taken notes. This is actually a journal of mine that I've been holding on to for about 6 years. And I write down all of my findings and research and everything like that. I write it all down because one day my daughter's gonna want to embark on her spiritual journey, or my granddaughters, and I want them to have a map, so to say. I feel like we should all have a journal. I feel like if you do not have a journal, you are not doing yourself or your family any favors by trying to guess who you were in your lifetime. It doesn't matter what you were or who you were or what you were going through. They need to know that. You know what I'm saying? That is how you become the ancestor that they can honor, okay? So yes, I have a journal, and I also have like notes in here from things that I have, from things that I use and have used on my altar, that I have put in the box. So that's why I have this book right here, and I'm going to look down every now and then to look. And I also took some other notes on some other things that I'm going to discuss, because when I talk, I digress a lot, and I want to get to the meat and the potatoes of the video before 20 minutes hits. So I don't want y'all to be watching the video for 10 minutes and be like, damn girl, get to the point. I don't want to do that to y'all, because when I watch videos, that's exactly what I do. I have a very short attention span. So oh, by the way, I have a YouTube channel now. You guys can subscribe, like, and share. My YouTube channel's name is A Cultivated Mind. I will be sharing it on Facebook, so you guys can go to that link and click and subscribe and share and things of that nature. So let's get right off into the box, the healing ancestor box. So the reason why I created this box is because 2 videos ago I had discussed ancestor money, and in that video I also touched really briefly on altars, on ancestor altars, and I got a few inboxes saying, well, what is an altar? Is that witchcraft? What is that? Da, 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 da. So I explained in sort of detail what it was and what it was used for, and I got a lot of positive feedback. They were like, that sounds like something that would help me on my journey. And I was like, girl, let me help. And then they were like, where can I find it? Where can I find the ancestor money? Where can I find this? Where can I get that? Where can I get Florida water? Where can I get incense and stuff like that? And I was like, let me help you out, because I know a lot of us have a busy life. A lot of us not trying to be out here with the virus and things going on. So you don't have to go out looking for sage, looking for candles, looking for a crystal, looking for an incense, looking for a representation of a plant. You don't have to go out looking for that. You don't have to go out looking for ancestor money. I got you. It's all in the box. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to talk about white candle. Okay, so candles, different color candles have different meanings behind them. I like to use the white candle because it's very universal. It stands for purification, healing, and new beginnings. So the thing is when an ancestor or when a family member passes away, a lot of times you feel like that's the end. They're gone. They're not coming back. That's the end. And they're not coming back. But I feel like death is nothing more than another journey onto somewhere else. It's just a new beginning to something else. So basically, the white candle is honoring their new journey. The journey on earth has ended. They're on a new journey now, somewhere else on a spiritual plane. So that's what that is for. The white candle is for purification, healing, because again, this is an ancestor healing altar. The reason why we need to have an ancestor healing altar is because we cannot heal here in the physical unless we heal our entire family and our entire lineage. They are our flesh, they are our bone. If they died with any kind of karmatic debt, physical illnesses, negative mindsets, a lot of times that's passed down to us. If you think about Willie Lynch, if you think about the Willie Lynch letter and how they said, you know, the woman was frozen in a state of fear, a state of independence. She was scared for her children, so she raised her children in opposite roles, you know, raising her daughters to be strong and independent, and raising her sons to be physically strong but mentally weak so that they would not offend the slave master. And that a lot of times that wasn't even taught to us. That's just was embedded in us. Fear has been embedded in our DNA. So we are trying to heal that. That's what this white candle is for. It is for healing. We are trying to heal. That's the goal. Heal our ancestors so that we can be healed, so that we could be healed. Okay, so that's the white candle. The flower. So whenever this is not a real flower, it's a fake flower, but it's not about what it is, what it's made of, it's about what it represents. Again, these are just tools, okay? You can use a flower at funerals. When people die, people leave flowers as offerings. You can also leave this on your prayer station, or in front of your ancestors' picture, or in front of a picture of your ancestors. Whatever you want to do, you can leave that there as an altering, as an offering. A lot of people use plants and trees and things of that nature around their prayer station or their altar. This is a representation of their family tree. Also, the candle represents an element of earth, fire. This represents earth, sage. So I use sage every single day for every single reason. I use it to reduce stress. I use it to purify the air in my home. I use it to release negative energy. It has to go. It cannot stay. It also helps combat positive ions. So like things like mold, dust. It helps keeps bugs away. It keeps bugs away. So when the pandemic first started, I was burning so much sage, you know, that stuff was rolling out of my house, and people was like, why are you burning all this sage? It purifies the air up to 98%. Google it, look it up. I'm not lying. So sage is going to be in there, but it also, you want your prayer station to be purified. You want it to have no other negative energies on it. When you burn this sage, you want to make sure that, first of all, you want to burn this sage before you start doing anything, because you want to make sure that this energy, no other negative energies are on these items that you're going to use, just the energy that you want to attract. So that incense, Nag Champa incense purify the air. Okay, incense have a very sweet smelling aroma that ignites serotonin in the brain, that helps relieve stress, that helps you calm down, that helps Nag Champa incense, in like specifically, these purify the air. This is going to be in every box. I use Nag Champa incense every day. I also use other incense, but these are my favorite. I use these every day. I love the way they smell. I like the way they, if you've ever been to my house, if you've ever gotten your hair done by me, I'm always got some incense lit. You know this. So yes, incense. It's also going to come with a incense holder. So you know the ashes don't get all over the place, so you don't have to find a place to stick it. It's going to be on there. Also, when you're burning your sage, you can just set your sage right here on top of the incense holder and put the incense in the little hole part, and because there's no shell in there to put the sage, you know, down, because it's still going to be lit. You don't want to put the sage out. You want to let it go out on its own. So there's that. I also have an amethyst crystal. So there's going to be, not this specific crystal is going to be in there. All the crystals are going to be different. But the crystals that I've chosen to put inside of this ancestor healing box are either the amethyst crystal or the rose quartz crystal. So amethyst crystals are crystals that combat anger, rage, and fear. Remember, this is an healing ancestor altar. This is a healing ancestor altar box. So we want to heal any anger, any fear, any anger, any fear, any rage that is within your lineage. We're trying to heal. We're trying to move that out the way. So that's why when you light the candle, you want to set the crystal somewhere near the candle, okay, to give it a little bit more oomph. So rose quartz represent universal love. All right, they restore the trust and harmony within your friendships and within your family. That's what rose quartz are for. A lot of times when new babies are born, a lot of spiritual people like to put rose quartz near the baby's crib because it represents universal love. So you got your amethyst, which is releasing rage, releasing rage, releasing anger, releasing fear, and then you got the rose quartz that's going to be in there that's going to restore love and harmony to your lineage and to your family. That's what those crystals represent. Again, they are tools in order to actually restore love and dismantle anger and fear. You have to do the work. You have to want it to go away. You can't just set it there and say, work for me. You can't. Okay? Faith without works is dead. Ancestor money. All right? I did a video on this two nights ago, I think. We all, by now, if you watch my videos, you know what ancestor money is. You know what it does. You know what it's for. A lot of times, our ancestors want to help us. They have the wisdom. They have the guidance, and they have the ability to protect us and to guide us. But they can't because they're tied up with financial and karmatic debt. Untie them. release that for them. Burn the ancestor money. Now, I did not put, I'm going to work on trying to find some metal bowls that you guys can burn the ancestor money in. But for right now, if you go to the Dollar Tree and get some of those silver pie pans, you can burn the ancestor money in that. All right, that's the safest way to do it. Like I said, you want to take the ancestor money, fold it towards you, and say a small prayer. I burn this ancestor money on behalf of my lineage as an offering to my ancestors, known and unknown. You want to clarify saying known and unknown, because a lot of times we don't know all of our ancestors. A lot of times we're still carrying our slave master's last name. So you want to bless your ancestors, your flesh and your blood, your bone. You want to bless that. I burn this ancestor money on behalf of my lineage as an offering to my ancestors, known and unknown, praying that it serves as a tool to heal any financial debt that you guys might have left behind here in the physical, so that we can live here on earth more abundantly. Ashe, 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 ashe. And you fold it and you light it with the candle. You dip it in the candle and you let it burn a little bit. And you put it in the little silver pan and it burns, and that's it. Another question people were asking what you do with the ancestor money after you burn it. I throw mine in the trash. Some people like to throw theirs outside in the earth, in the grass, and that's fine too. Some people like to hold on to their ashes and put them in water, somewhere in a river or a lake, a waterfall, whatever resonates with your spirit. The reason why I'm making this video is because I don't want you guys to just buy things from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to just sell things to you. Don't do anything that does not resonate with your spirit. All right? If it doesn't resonate with you, keep scrolling. All right? If it does, listen to what I'm saying, and you take what I'm saying, you do your own research, you gather your own understanding. I'm just here to get you started. I'm just here to get you thinking. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, there's going to be a small, I'm actually making it right now. There's going to be a small bottle of handmade personal Florida water. I'm going to make it. I am making it right now. So the water's boiling, the herbs are in there. I'm making you guys some Florida water from my own hands, from my own heart to you. I'm making you some Florida water. So I'm gonna go from my notebook to my journal, because 2 years ago I wrote down the recipe for Florida water that was given to me by an elder in my family. And I also took notes on what Florida water is good for. So Florida water is first and foremost a cologne. It comes in like a nice little clear, pretty bottle, has like pretty labeling on it. It's a cologne. They sell it in pharmacies, in pharmacy stores. In New Orleans, you can get it in Walgreens, CVS. I prefer homemade Florida water now. At first I was buying my Florida water, but then I realized that the Florida water, making my Florida water, it gave it some kind of powerful strength, and I use it for everything. I use it to heal any negative energy. Ladies, if you know you was messing with a man, you found out he was cheating, but you already knew he was cheating because he was bringing that negative energy back to you from that other female, you knew that wasn't your energy. Somehow you felt her energy, right? It's time to cleanse yourself of that energy. Take you a cleansing bath. Put a little Florida water in the bathtub. All right, just a little bit. Take a bath in it. Cleanse yourself. Cleanse yourself of that negative energy, his negative energy, her negative energy. Cleanse yourself of it. I mop my floors with this. All right. I even put some in my husband's body wash. So when he comes home from work and he takes his shower, all that negative energy he had at work is washed away. He don't even know why he be feeling so good when he come home. Probably because he is tired and he is happy to be home. But Florida water, all right? You can use it to mop your floors. You can use it on your window sills. You want to keep some at your altar. You definitely want to keep some at your altar. And the elder in my family told me that, because she was a Christian, Catholic, she was Catholic, and she told me that she would spray the windows down with Florida water, and she would pray Psalms 91 over her home. She would pray the prayer Psalms 91 over her home as she went through her home and wiped everything down with Florida water. And her house had an energy I could not explain. So, Florida water, I love it. You can bathe in it. You can mop your floors with it. It's just a cologne. It's nothing more than a cologne. So, yes, but I'm going to be making it, and I'm going to be also adding that to the kit. So you're getting a lot of stuff. Oh, and I'm also going to put a thank you card inside of it, okay? With a little letter, little note from me, and with some positive affirmations on there. And it's also going to have instructions on how to use the kit. So if you don't want to feel like watching this video all the way through, the instructions are going to be on the thank you card, because I thank you. And I thank you guys for allowing me to assist you on your journey towards healing your lineage and honoring your ancestors. That is really important. Like, that's something you don't play with nobody about. You don't play with your family with nobody, okay? And so when you're allowing me to assist you on that journey, I take that very, very seriously. I don't play about my family, and I know you don't play about yours, okay? And I want your ancestors to feel loved. I want them to feel honored, so that you can walk around with a different vibe about you, because now you feel loved and honored, and you feel like whoever comes in contact with you gotta treat you like you are loved and honored, because you're loving and honoring your ancestors. You're flesh and your blood, and now you feel loved and honored, right? So now you ain't gonna take no BS from nobody else. You can't accept it, because you're on your path and you're on your journey to healing. Okay? So, I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video. I do have a YouTube channel. You can, I'm going to share the link on Facebook, and you can go like it and subscribe and share with your friends. I will be making more videos discussing everything spiritual and hair. That's my stuff. Like, if I don't know nothing else, I know about spirituality and I know about hair. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about hair or spirituality, comment and let me know what you would like me to make a video about. I want to make videos about Florida water, crystals, African spirituality, breaking down the mental rifts that we put up as Black people, because we're scared every time, you know. We're all on that journey. Here in 2020, I've seen it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. In 2020, I've seen more people come in gradually to the light. They're saying, I want to practice my heritage, and I want to I want to learn more about my African heritage. I know we weren't just slaves, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you get on the path to your African heritage, you're going to come to African spirituality. There's no way around it, through it, over it. You're going to hit that. And a lot of times when we start studying our African heritage and we hit the African spirituality part, we put up a mental rift. We put up a mental block, saying, oh, no, I don't want to do that, because I don't want to offend my own belief system, what I've already been doing, what's already been working for me. And that's fine. You don't have to. Like I said, we are everything, and everything comes from us. Okay? Orthodox Christianity came from Ethiopia. All right? The Catholic churches are practicing voodoo and voodoo from Haiti. Okay? You are allowed to do whatever you want to do, but like I said, make sure that we're doing it in the right way. We've already been doing these things. Like I said in the last video, we've already been honoring our ancestors, offerings. You know what I'm saying? They burn incense in church. They burn frankincense and myrrh and that type of incense in church. Okay? There's nothing wrong with burning incense while you pray. They do it in church. You can do it at home. We are all stuck at home at this point. Nobody can go to church. I don't know whose church has opened back up, who hasn't. But I'm saying, you are the church. All right? You are the church. Bring it into your home. Bring it into your home and tap in. Tap in, people. Tap in, my people. Okay? My YouTube channel is called A Cultivated Mind. I love you guys. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in y'all. Ashe, ashe.